Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. And yes, there's a reason why my name is Silver Slayer and not Gold Slayer. Not Gold Guy, not Gold Guru, it's Silver Slayer. It's also why they're called Silver Stackers. It's why it's called Wall Street Silver, not Wall Street Gold. It's why it's the Silver Forum. There's a reason for all that. There's a reason why the silver stacking community is massive on YouTube and there's not really a gold community. There's a reason for this. Silver has a lot more potential, very low supply with a rapidly rising demand. Actually, demand hit 8-year highs. But the supply, the production is, for the last 7 years, has been diminishing, decreasing. Now, before we jump into this very interesting and important topic of silver versus gold, and also what silver's, the direction it's heading, I got some stuff to say. I'm doing a 42,000 subscriber giveaway. The entry video is still open, so if you want a chance to get some free silver shipped straight to your front doorstep, then you might want to click that subscribe button. I also post daily videos. Until Wednesday, videos might be a little, spaced out, and that's because, I'm really busy. I'm a single father, so, I got to take care of my daughter, and I don't get back to my office and back into the routine things till Wednesday, so just bear with me. But anyways, let's jump into this. Both of these articles will be in the description. So, silver saw a long rally last year, and I mean a long rally, and it looks to continue to gain value throughout this one. Global demand for silver will rise 1 billion ounces in 2021. Demand exceeded 1 billion ounces, its highest in 8 years. As investors and the industry ramps up purchases, the Silver Institute said on Wednesday, predicting the price would rise. Now, the Silver Institute, like I always say, is the holy grail of information, right? That's it. When they release information, when they release the numbers, that's it. Now, even the Silver Institute is bullish. They do not post predictions, forecasts. They don't do that, but they have said this year that silver is going to be bullish. And they even said around the $50+ mark. Same with Citibank, even Bank of America, even banks. Banks are talking about silver. Usually banks are bullish and support gold, rightfully so, but not silver. But even banks are coming out and saying, yeah, silver it has a lot of potential that people are overlooking. Now, this virus outbreak has driven investors to move back to traditional safe haven resources. Gold has benefited greatly from this, and silver has done the same. Now, I'm not trying to bash gold in this video. Gold is also a great store of value. It's actually a better store of value than silver. It just doesn't have the same spark, the same flame, the same opportunity, the same potential that silver does, right? Gold, it's like a volcano. Gold already erupted. Silver's volcano hasn't erupted yet. Plus, silver's a smaller market, so it's more volatile. I call it gold on steroids. Now, the Silver Institute is certainly bullish in this context and forecasts that purchases of bars and coins would rise to 6-year highs of 257 million ounces in 2021. As the value of silver increases, so does the share price of the exchange-traded funds, or the ETFs, that invest in the commodity. Reuters reports said these have grown strongly so far this year, helping push prices to an 8-year high of $30 an ounce on February 1st, and that's also due to Wall Street Silver, which, if you guys don't know, Wall Street Silver is a great place. It's like the Facebook for silver stackers. I definitely recommend you go check them out. I do have a link in the description, but regardless, this is the thing, right? This is the thing that we have to remember. This pandemic has sped up everything times 10. The silver shortage was already happening. Miners haven't been digging up silver because the price has been relatively low, so they're looking for things like gold. Silver is found as a byproduct. It's found by accident. They're not looking for silver, but if they find some silver, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. So silver shortage has been happening for the last 7 years, and the demand has been growing. Low supply, high demand shoots the price up. Silver's already getting harder to find, and it's actually more rare than gold. So what many analysts say is that silver, when it's in high demand, outperforms gold historically. Bull cycles for precious metals make silver a good investment, and we appear to be in a period where that's likely to happen. The outlook for silver price in 2021 remains exceptionally encouraging, with the annual average price projected around 46% to above $30. Given silver's smaller market and increased price volatility, this can generate, we expect silver comfortably outperform gold this year. I mean, we saw the gold to silver ratio as high as 125 to 1 in March, meaning that silver was 125 times less valuable or cheaper than gold. But now the ratio is around 60 something. I think maybe 69, 70, meaning that silver has already been drastically outperforming gold, but it still has a lot more room to run. Silver gets lost in technology. So the silver and gold is dug up out of the ground. Gold is recycled, and it stays recycled because people scrap gold, they remelt it, but silver not so much. So yes, the gold to silver ratio coming out of the ground is 8 to 1, but it's a lot smaller since most silver that gets dug up isn't being recycled like gold is. So in a report published Wednesday, analysts at the Canadian bank, CIBC, said that they were bullish on silver and silver producers because it's needed in solar panels. That's a whole other subject we haven't even talked about yet. Gold is used for jewelry, bars, necklaces, earrings. Silver has real world uses, especially as we advance technologically. So the analysts expect to see significantly higher growth in solar panel demand, and the US and Europe seek to increase the share of renewable energy and power generation. So there's a lot that goes along with this. Silver price is moving past resistance levels. If you know when it breaks past that $28 level, the sky's the limit, especially when it breaks past $30. I would probably see silver hitting 35 really quick, right? Because everyone's going to be talking about it. More silver, there's going to be a lot of silver pumping, a lot of silver squeezes. There's actually another silver squeeze tomorrow, 420. The Wall Street Silver is putting on a silver squeeze if you want to check that out. But even people are saying silver's becoming boring after the bump started the year when it was around $30. Today silver is trading around 25. But one should not be concerned about the slight drop, right? That's only opportunity. If you think $25 is a little pricey, then you shouldn't be investing, because that means you don't understand silver's true value. Now there's another article that also came out talking about, is silver the new gold? Key triggers to watch in precious metals. So some analysts and traders are betting that silver will outperform gold, and it already has. Silver's historic price performance relative to gold and the ongoing demand dynamics have been the reasons behind such beliefs. Silver is glittering more than gold nowadays, even though the yellow metal has entered the correction zone after hitting an all-time high in August last year. Right? A lot of people forget gold broke past its all-time high ever in 5,000 years. That's crazy. That happened last year. Silver wasn't even half of that. But silver always follows gold, but to a higher percent. So if gold did that, silver is waiting to still follow that leg, but it's going to be to an even higher percent because it's gold on steroids. It's a smaller market, higher highs and lower lows. If gold's going to rise 10%, silver's going to rise 15, 20. But it also works for the negative. That's also why it's called the devil's metal, riskier version. So gold and silver have high price positive correlation, and historically silver's always underperformed gold. Gold triggers the initial move in bullion, and eventually silver gains traction. It's like the mascot. Gold is the mascot. Silver always follows suit. However, in a recent bull run in precious metals, silver remains silent, making it a hot investment theme in hopes that it will follow gold's bullish trend later. Many analysts claim that silver is undervalued relative to gold. Speculators tried to trigger a short squeeze in February, but the attempt failed, and it did not fail. And anyone who thinks it failed missed the whole point. And that's what I was talking about in the video the other day when I was covering Wall Street silver, the Fed's worst nightmare. They missed the whole point, right? Anyone who didn't see the silver squeeze as something that is extremely beneficial and that put longevity into silver are missing the entire point. Typically, investors buy silver for the same reasons that they purchase gold. It has similar characteristics. The metal is considered to be precious at its rare and usually considered to be safe investment during economic political uncertainties, but it's also the opposite. It's a win-win. Silver has benefits that gold doesn't. Gold has benefits silver doesn't. You can fit $100,000 of gold in a shoebox. You can't do that with silver. But since silver is also an industrial metal, when the economy starts recovering, when we start putting all these solar panels out, silver still benefits where gold doesn't. When the economy's recovering, when the economy's in good shape, gold actually does terrible. Gold only benefits when things are going bad. silver is bad or good. So looking ahead, bullion investors should focus on the growth outlook for countries to check whether the second wave of this virus has any negative impact. Likewise, additional stimulus measures by central banks, volatility in the U.S. dollar, changes in U.S. bond yields will also have an impact on the performance of bullion, which we know that, right? We know that, and that's also why precious metals both have so much potential, because we know throwing out all this money is going to have a negative impact on the dollar. So what do you think about this? Do you invest into gold and silver? Do you invest into just silver? What is your ratio? I would say every around 100 ounces of silver, half ounce or ounce of gold. That's a good ratio. Both have benefits, like I said, but I definitely think that the majority of my precious metals is going to stay in silver. Like I said, my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer, for a reason. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.